What is up, geeks and gamers? Tony from Idiot Gamers here, bringing you episode 7 of the Madden franchise. It is week 3. We have a record of 2-0, and it has occurred to me that in the 2 previous weeks, I have not looked at our schedule yet. So we will go ahead and look at the schedule right now. So obviously, we have won our division opener. We won against the Jets, which is going to be the only oddball AFC team that we play. We have another away game against the Panthers, and we get home against the Saints, so it looks like we're going to be playing the NFC South for the NFC division. And we go home against the Bengals, and then at the Steelers, back home against the Ravens. So it looks like the AFC North is going to be the other AFC division we play, and we just get hit right off the bat with a block of them. That's going to be a hard string of games. Then we get at the Texans to round off the first half of our week, and then we get a hard-earned bye. I don't know between the Bengals and the Ravens how many games we're actually going to win there, so let's hope that we can maybe win against the Panthers and squeak a win out against the Saints, so that way we have a respectable record going into our bye. Then after our bye, we go to the Colts, to the Browns, so we get a lot of string of away games. We get a lot of away games and then away games. Then we get a string of home games. We go back into the division for the Texans. Then we go to the Chargers. Then we go to the Buccaneers. Or no, I'm sorry. We are at home with the Chargers and at home against the Buccaneers. And then we going to Atlanta. And then we finish off the season going to Tennessee. And going home against the Colts. I'm having problems reading ads or verses. So, looks like the Chargers are going to be that other one team that it's just the oddball AFC team out of the other divisions we play. So, this actually, outside of our division, looks like a fairly decent schedule. I have a good feeling that, against, the Browns, the Buccaneers, maybe even the Bengals and the Panthers, we're going to get a couple more wins here, so hopefully we can pull out some more wins and some really, really good statistics for the season. So with that, our only notable injury still is Bob Sanders. He's out for 2 more weeks. So with that, let's get into it. And checking in between games, it looks like our defense is still going really strong. It's just they're wrecking shit left and right. And depending on how well our defense still does these last 2 weeks, it might just happen that Bob Sanders gets traded away. We trade him away for a draft pick or, maybe another guy to boost our defense, or maybe a wide receiver or a halfback, something to keep our offense going. So we will go with heads and defer. So we will start off kicking to Cam Newton. So let's see if our defense is still as strong and as still much of a wall as it was last week. All right, we start out with a good stop behind the 20, get him down to the 18.
Hopes to lead this offense to victory in this game.
So let's see what we can do against number 1, Cam Newton. Get a good stop right in the back right away.
This is an offense that can score on you in a hurry. With this big play threat, veteran wide receiver Steve Smith from Utah is still getting it done.
He's just amazing, isn't he, Gus? Usually receivers will lose.
All right, and Jason Bannon gets another stop behind the line.
But Steve Smith can still get down the field fast and burn you deep. Of course,
so one more stop.
There too. He's been giving a lot of defensive coordinators migraines for a long time.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be.
And we get the sack on Cam Newton. Terrence Knighton gets to him. So that's a good start that's a good stop and a good start to the game. Cam Newton is one of those guys that will light you up anytime on the ground or in the air. So trying to break away from the brunch there. Well,
made by Williams.
and it looks like we're going to get sent back just a little bit here.
Will be flagged on the play.
Not as good of position as we started, but
Still looking for an open
ooh,
man.
Matt Flynn off his back foot
Was there for the stop. Pick up
gets
a
us
big
the gets us the completion
That'll
though.
bring up second down, a couple of yards needed to convert.
Obviously, it appears that I still don't know how to talk from the last episode, and Brandon Sane is stuffed right in the middle.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive line.
So big 3rd and 3 coming here. See if we can just send MJD right up the gut here. And we're able to. So we keep the drive going.
He's brought down around the 48-yard line by Martin. And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Takes the snap.
I think Flynn is going to go for it himself, and it's a fumble.
Scoops it, and he's still on his feet.
Oh, bad play call.
Well, it didn't take long to get the game's first turnover. Now we have a first down and
So
10 to go.
offense didn't look so good there, so let's see if our defense can make up for my mistake.
Williams gets it
All
on
right,
the
still getting a good, solid run defense going.
right around the 38-yard line. By number 29.
Oh, everybody in the NFC South is 1-1. Interesting.
Williams.
All right, another good stop in the back.
The stop was made by Rasheed Mathis. And third down, 7 yards to go.
See if we can't get another good stop going here.
Looking to his left. He's going.
And Dominique Rogers-Cromartie comes up with the interception with the pressure from Bannon. Slow. Let's just forget that last offensive possession, and let's start working for another better one. Brandon Sane breaks up the middle. Doesn't look like that hole is right up the center like it was the last few games. So, end of the second, or end of the first, it is scoreless.
The offense is a group that prides itself on running the football, and carrying the load is the electrifying mojo.
So let's see if we can't pick up this first down here, and we do. Brandon Sane trucks through.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Gus. Maurice Jones-Drew is a touchdown machine. He has that low center of gravity that makes him
this
so
is
tough
a
to bring
play.
down. Plus, he's got great acceleration.
See how
so
this
when
works.
he gets into the open field, he's tough to catch.
If we
And Chris is
can.
definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one.
All right, Quarles picks up our first down for us.
At the 41
That play worked a little bit better than I thought it was going to.
Jaguars are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
Brandon Sane will get the ball again,
He gets another carry.
and he will cut through and truck through another couple of people.
He's tackled around the 49
Brandon Sane racking up a couple good yards there,
and 2 yards away here on
getting
second
better
down.
stats for the season. And let's see what MJD can do here now. MJD picks us up our first down,
John Beeson was there to bring him down.
and the running game continuing to be our go-to on the offense while we develop that pass game.
Pitch right.
And looks like Maurice Jones-Drew is going to get a really good chunk of yards here. That block probably saved a touchdown.
Perfectly executed play.
So let's see what we can do with a pass here. See if Flynn can make up for his oops.
Surveys the field. Throws to his left.
Nope. Still struggling with the pass. It looks like that little bit of a rhythm that we had last week is kind of going into a funk again. So we'll just keep it on the ground. And Rashad Jennings checking in now.
Gives it right.
Rashad Jennings doing just as good as our other two running backs. I'm trying to, with our running backs, since we're going to be primarily in the run game, I'm trying to diversify our backfield a little bit, or what would be the word? Share the ball, I guess. give everybody equal playing time, and just so that way our guys don't ooh, tough stop there. So we'll go for a field goal here, just so our guys don't get tired out or injured or get injury fatigue. So Scobie will just kick the short chip shot here. We'll take a 3-0 lead. Honestly, did not expect this game to be this low of a scorer. I figured at least we would have a pair of touchdowns on the board by now, if not one touchdown apiece. Oh, and the receiver running into the referee there. That was smart on his part. Should be a flag if it was in the real game.
They'll start at the 20-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
So, all right, let's see if our defense can keep it rolling here. Campman looks like he's getting around.
Here's the pass.
And this is going to be, regardless of a pick or not, probably a roughing the passer.
The pass falls.
Not sure if that was on me or if that was on one of our other defensive AIs. Unfortunately, the AI got to him a little late. So that was a good break for them.
Fires a laser down the middle.
And we get a good stop behind the behind the first down. And now I think they're going to start checking into the hurry up and Aaron Campman gets to Cam Newton for a good stop and a loss of 4 yards.
Quarterback had no chance on that play. Talk about raw determination by the defender to get into the backfield.
So let's see if we can't do that one again. Almost jumped off the line there. Campman gets around again, and we get the fumble, and Aaron Campman picks it back up. Can he take it to the house? No. So that was a great break here.
Exactly, and that's another reason why he's so dangerous. You need
so
two guys to shut
very
him
good,
down,
awesome defensive stance there.
Other defenders to get after the quarterback unblocked.
Searching for an open man.
And the screen fails. Looks like they read the screen pretty well.
That's a 4-yard loss.
So we'll just try to run it back, get the first down back.
At the line of scrimmage, and they had that play pegged right from the start.
Sane takes the give.
And Brandon Sane making up all that chunk of yards that we just lost.
Pickup of 8. So the offense needs 7 here on 3rd down.
And if it wasn't for that tackle, we would have had a good stop up or a good run up the front. So we'll take another field goal here.
The defense got there, the pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Again, I will take 3 points over no points. I would have preferred to have 7, and it is going to be missed. That looked like it was right on. So a tough break for Scobie here. And our defense goes right back to work. Can we get another stop before halftime?
And he's tackled at about the 31 by Durant.
Campman going in the back again, and Terrence Knighton takes down Cam Newton. So that should bring us to halftime. This should be the last play of the half. I think Cam's just going to let the clock go. I don't think they're stupid enough to try to do a one second play.
We've played a half of football, and our score is...
So we are 3-0 at the end of the first half. We are getting the ball back. Let's see if the second half we can get something going on offense. It looks like our defense is still going very strong. Michael Thomas returning for us. And out to about the 20. Not a bad return. Getting better on our returns.
At the 19. And we'll have a first down and 10.
So we'll give it to Rashad Jennings. See if he can't get something going here. And he gets us the first down. So it looks like our running game is going to be very dominant in the early and late parts of the season. I'm very happy with what our running game is doing right now. And Brandon Sane breaks up the middle. That's that hole in the middle we were looking for. 7 rushes for 70 yards. Unfortunately, none of our running backs have a touchdown to speak of. We'll try a pass play here now and see if we can't make something happen. And Matt Flynn drilled before he gets a shot off.
Takes a handoff and tackle immediately. It's now 2nd and long.
I would like to keep Matt Flynn as our quarterback. I feel like when he's playing, he does well. But when he struggles, he has problems. So, 3rd and 5 here. We need to make this. We need to make this up. So we'll check into a run and see if Brandon Sane can't just punch this right up the gut for us. And it looks like he will. Thank you, Mr. Brandon Sane. 8 rushes for 80 yards. Picking up an average of 10.
Have had a brilliant game running the ball. This keeps up, this defense will be totally gassed in the 4th quarter.
And are we going to... Ooh, that was close.
Number 11 was the intended receiver. So they'll face a 2nd and 10.
Give it right back to Sane. And stopped in the backfield. No gain. We need to make something happen here. We need points. Let's see if we can't just try to dump something over the center here. See if Mercedes Lewis can't catch us the ball. And he does. That is going to put us into the red zone and in scoring position for a touchdown for the first time today. Matt Flynn's stats there, nothing too spectacular. So let's see if Jones-Drew can't punch this in for us. It should have bounced to the outside on that. Not the best call in the world. And let's see if Rashad Jennings can do any better here. We'll punch it right up the gut. And Rashad Jennings gets us our touchdown. It is now 10-0.
Well, here we are in the 3rd quarter, and we have our first touchdown of the game.
First touchdown in the whole game comes with 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. That is just a tough game. So you'll see Rashad Jennings' stats there. We'll kick it away and see if our defense can't keep rolling here. So it's a good thing that they're not scoring back on us. It looks like we've been able to corral Newton fairly well. Trying to get a little trickery there. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the 4th quarter the Panthers come out just guns blazing and just start throwing like madmen. Tyson Aluwalu and Campman getting another combined sack. We've gotten to Cam Newton plenty of times today. That is definitely looking good for our defense.
So, at the end of 3, our score, 10.
All right, we have 5 minutes left.
Possession of the ball to begin this final quarter.
Let's see how the Panthers come out in the 4th. And Campman gets the pressure there, but that should have been, by all means, a pass or not a pass interference, but a roughing the passer call. Campman hit him well after he had thrown the ball, but I'll take it. Oh, how did you get that wide open and a stiff arm to throw him out of bounds?
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
So let's see what the Panthers do now. And Newton starts running his first run of the game, and he fumbles the ball. Darren Sharper picks it back up. Darren Sharper having an amazing season with us. I am glad I picked him up. I think the last game he had 3 total interceptions and a forced fumble. So Maurice Jones-Drew getting us back going on the ground.
And the tackle was made by Chris Gamble. They'll need about 3 yards here on 2nd down.
Check down to a run. And Jones-Drew swerving past everybody, and he's gone. He is off to the races. So that cushions our lead nicely, and that should put the game away for us.
Into a defense because they know you have the ability to make a play from anywhere on the field.
Extra point is
So we will kick it back to the Panthers and see if they have a response for us.
the score, the Jaguars.
I don't want to say 17 unanswered points over the course of a whole football game, but, you know, they at least have to start doing something to stop our run. We are just burning them on the run every chance we get. And our defense is not letting anything get past them. And this is probably the week that I decide, oh, and it picked off. Nope. Darn. This is probably the week that I'm going to decide whether we want to keep Bob Sanders or not. It looks like our defense is working very, very well without him. So I think as Aaron Campman gets the pressure and gets the interception to Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, his second of the game. Let's see if we can't ice this cake. It's and back to the Bob Sanders thing. It seems like I could probably get, if not a second round pick back for him, I can get another pick for a lower round so that we can slowly build our team up over the offseason. Rashad Jennings picking up a couple good yards here.
He's tackled right around the 30-yard line.
And all we really need right now is just to get a first down, and even if we don't, we'll get a field goal out of this.
Inside give.
So we will let this go down to the. We will let this run to the 2-minute warning, and we will kick a field goal, go up 20-0 on the road, and hopefully, when we're done, improve our record to 3-0 on the season. We'll line this up. Hopefully, we will make this and we won't miss again. And just inside the uprights. So Josh Scobie is 3 for 4 today.
Best part of a game for an NFL player.
Or I'm sorry, 2 for 3.
A comfortable lead. You get to wave to a couple of people in the stands. Start making plans for dinner and a party tonight.
So with 1:55, we can just let our defense rest here. We can let Cam Newton play run all over the field if he wants to. He wants to throw to anybody, he can. We're really just in rest mode now. If we get another sack, which we get pressure on him.
Steve Smith was his intended target.
Under pressure, he felt
It's to that point where I'm not going to try to start risking forcing plays and have somebody get injured at the very end of the game. And we get a sack on Cam Newton again. That's the third time he's been sacked today. As I'm saying that we don't want to risk any forced plays.
Fake like they're going into coverage, then come in for the sack.
So they're facing 3rd and long following the sack.
So the Panthers take their first time out here. And they're looking to probably still try to score. And that flag is definitely going to give us a roughing the passer.
And this might be a late hit on the defender.
Again, I am just getting too aggressive trying to get to that quarterback. And that one wasn't even intentional. That one was just me trying to get around the defender.
And that's a big first down.
So we give the Panthers another first down with good field position.
Looking for a man.
And Cam Newton just bombs one out of bounds for his receiver. I don't know why he was trying to throw it that far out of bounds.
You give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those.
Unfortunately, it's not doing anything to keep the clock running. And Rodgers-Cromartie with a third pick, but I think this one's coming back. I think this is going to be another passer or roughing the passer call. God, if only it was pass interference. Tyson Alawalu that time. Damn.
It's tough enough to try and stop an NFL offense, but when you give them extra chances, it is almost impossible.
Well, tough break on that, but you can't have every call go your way.
He's looking down the middle.
And that should get them another first down, so they should. Cam Newton, 36% completion today. That's just sad.
But did you see how fluid that delivery was? He didn't even look like he was trying.
And another near pick by our defense. Our defense is probably trying to set some record for picks this season, which would be very nice. I would love to have the number 1 defense in the league. And pressure on Newton again. Throws it away.
Williams was the intended receiver on the play. Here they have a 3rd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line.
And Newton just throwing him away again. I think he's definitely feeling the pressure. I think he's just losing a little bit of his accuracy, trying to force those plays and make a score for him. So they're going to go for it. And pretty much if we get a stop here, it is the game. So let's see if this is the play that we try to force something. And there is Rogers Cromartie's 3rd pick of the game. Sheds a couple tackles. Rogers Cromartie definitely making a statement, trying to see if he can match pick for pick with Darren Sharper. And Jennings gets us the first down. And it looks like Carolina's not even going to try to stop us. They're just going to let the clock go. So another strong running day from our offense. We had a little bit of a problem in the start. Jones-Drew going to pick us up another first down or get 1 yard short. And our defense is still just going strong.
If you can break that first line of the defense, now you just don't have the pursuit in behind it to stop the run.
And Jones-Drew is going to pick us up our first down here, and that will be the game, boys and girls. So we skunk the Panthers on the road. We improved to 3-0. And I cannot be any more happy with how our team is progressing right now. This is just absolutely amazing. So I'm still not too overly thrilled about, and Rogers Cromartie, there you go, player of the game. 3 interceptions and a tackle. I'm still not too thrilled about our quarterback situation. I feel like towards the end of the season, Matt Flynn is going to progress more and come into his own and sink into that rhythm that I've known him for, being a Packers fan. I would just love to see him light up a team someday. And, you know, maybe a couple games down the road, if Flynn is still struggling, we might switch him out with Caleb Haney or somebody. We might even try to trade out for somebody. But I think I'm still going to try to stick with Flynn, at least for this season, and just, you know, see what we can make happen. So we've got a good running attack going. Our defense is still standing strong, and we will be on to the next.